Every rider does what they can to gain the slightest advantage over the rest of the field. Different riders have different styles and preferences for their bike setup. One rider in particular is the only one with this specific modification.
We actually started using the thumb brake halfway through last year, and I found that's a really big help for me. I'm one of the taller guys, and I tend to actually lean off of the bike somewhat more than some of the other guys do. And you know, sometimes it's difficult for me to actually get my feet over to the brake. So we just opted for the thumb brake, and it also helps me to be tucked in coming out of the corners and to sort of help the wheelies.
We introduced thumb brake to try to use less electronic wheelie control. So the previous electronic system we were using would cut the power to the motorcycle too much, and so the rider being able to control the wheelie with a thumb brake helps the bike accelerate faster.
Being taller than most of the other superbike riders, it definitely gives me an advantage coming out of the corners.
We went through a few iterations of thumb brake before we found the combination we really liked. So we used an IMA thumb brake, rear master, with a Brake Tech rotor, which you can get from Superbike Unlimited. The main advantage of a thumb brake versus the foot brake is the feel. There's a lot more feel in your thumb, whereas using a foot brake is very on and off. So we can use the rear brake more gradually with the thumb versus the foot brake. There's certain tracks where the bike is going to want to wheelie more, so a Road Atlanta, the front straight at MotoAmerica, and although we have wheelie control in our electronics, thumb brake's a way of letting the rider control the motorcycle, give a bit more control back to the rider.
Some of the other tracks it definitely helps more than others. For instance, this track here, we don't really have a problem with the wheelies, but then you go to other tracks such as, you know, Laguna Seca, Sonoma, and wheelies are a big problem there.
Since Matthew's got used to his thumb brake, and we've got the combination of components where we're happy, we can keep more torque and power delivered to the motorcycle, and he can control the wheelie better with the thumb brake.
It's been a really good add-on to our superbike, and it's tend to help me and help me with my comfortability riding. I'm very happy that the Westby guys have actually gone out and given me what I feel would make me better and faster.
When we return, it's time for the EBC Brake Superbikes race number 1.